Yodelee-hoo. In case you didn't catch that weird, awkward yodel, we are back as in the Gare Bear review. Yes, of course, we're gonna go over a interesting film today. No, it is not Captain America. That was a couple weeks ago. But we are gonna go over Under the Skin. It's an independent film from an independent director. It was actually very interesting to see that in certain that it actually made to select theaters. It does star somebody that we all know and love. Actually, it stars a main character in the previous review. Um, but like all right, so if you're an avid viewer of this show, more or less, I do start with explaining and/or talking about the storyline of the film. But however, this film throws you for multiple loops. I could not have been more confused over a plot or storyline, um, or anything. In the entire film in the entire film, nothing was explained, explored, or even shown. Look, I get it. You know, I'm all for learning and figure things out, but hell, any show or film crime drama that does that, Psych, Law and Order. I mean, I literally try to figure out the who done it. But this film is different. It's not really a who done it. It just slowly and weirdly becomes a quest to find out why is she doing this and what in the hell is going on. Personally, and unless you know me, I do consider myself selectively smart in certain places. If I could actually say that, I've just noticed as I've gotten older, you end up being smart in certain areas, and you build on them, and you also broaden your horizons as well. But I cannot for the life of me understand what the fuck was going on in this film. I mean, if I really think about it, there was little to no dialogue, which is a huge problem unless it's a silent movie, which it's okay, but which this is not. But yes, it was a huge problem, and especially when your film needs it. The reason why it's a big problem is when your film has too much going on, like this one. You need, well, maybe not a need, but you certainly need a better way to explain certain parts and aspects of the film. When your film doesn't explain anything and ends up having little to no dialogue, you're gonna lose your audience, and you're gonna lose money off of it, because it's just utterly ridiculous to have a movie that's just out there. I mean, the last time I could probably think would probably be Spring Breakers. There was no plot. All it was just hot women and weird dialogue, weird James Franco. I mean, it was just I can't even think about it on how fucked up what that movie was. But the thing is, I didn't. It had it had certain parts where it was okay, and it show and it's Scarlett Johansson. That's why I went into this film to begin with. And I did see the concept. I did see the IMDb description. It's interesting. They had what they needed. But honestly, I did not hate or even like this film, though. The thing is, uh, this is actually it has a great idea, a good concept. It just wasn't delivered well enough where you can go in and say, "Hey, I get this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going in for for the hotness factor, for Scarlett Johansson," which is fine. It's one of the reasons me and my friends went. But if you can't tell by now, I am definitely not recommending this film. I do apologize for the short review. I do have I'm on a tight schedule recently. Um, it was too confusing for some. It was an independent film, so it was released in select theaters. So if you didn't get to check it out if you wanted to, it'll probably be on DVD soon. So just make sure you guys wait for that if you want to. Check it out, dispute it. What I've said here. If you don't take that into consideration, that's fine. I'm not saying do or don't. I'm just saying in my own opinion, in my own world, this was a bad film, and I did not it just didn't have enough for me where to say, hey, I would like you to see this, or I'd want, I mean, and may need a second viewing. Who knows? You know, it could be one of those films. It happens. I mean, I watch really good films like a few times that I don't understand. But you should also, you know, just keep that in mind. Also, you should not keep in mind, you should not wait on just like subscribing to my channel. You can do that in the description below. Also, beware of our next adventure, almost said Avengers, and don't look into any mirrors, because nothing is usually what it seems, so make sure you stay tuned.